футболкой, шрифтом тонким, пропитана чем-то любимым, пряным и стойким, горьким на коже. Да, это заводит так. Все есть, угощайся, глаз. Мы с тобой до утра. Обнимаю, слышу каждый шорох. Я в твоих чувствах, ты в моих сторис. Обнимаю, мы уснем не скоро. Твоими духами пропитаюсь снова.
Do you know what? I feel exhausted. So, people often say to me when I do my travels, often I'll travel to a country, stay the night, go somewhere else. There have been a few occasions like Bosnia and Macedonia where I have done a day trip there and I haven't spent a lot of time, I haven't spent overnight there, but they are smaller countries and I guess there's less to see, although I have missed out going to bars and chatting to local people. So that's something that I have missed out with those countries. But I do feel that I've seen a lot of the things in that city when they're smaller. On a cruise, these are cities I've been to before, so we've done Oslo and Copenhagen, and I've seen a lot of the city, but I kind of feel that I haven't seen enough. I have not seen enough. Even though I've seen a lot of it before, I just feel so rushed. I had a night out in Oslo, which was awesome. I really needed a second night out, although it cost me a bomb the first night. Copenhagen, I want a night out in Copenhagen. I do enjoy it here, so I do need to come back. But cruise life, alright, you're in the same, it's like having a floating hotel. So you're not having to pack your stuff and move around and check into new hotels. But I feel that the time is so much less than what I usually get. Usually, I'm in a city, even if I stay there for one day, get a flight the next morning, boom, next city, do the same again. I have so much more time to do things. And I think it's disappointing you don't get to spend the evening in the city to see what it's like in the daytime and the evening. And people who always say to me, oh, you're crazy travelling from place to place like that. You don't get to see enough of it and you must be mad. And often I am quite exhausted from it. This is on a different level. This is different and it's not long enough. Time and I'm having a different experience. But the amount that it's cost for this is crazy. And I could have done so much more with that money and had more time in different places.
Times when I'm lying in bed, just to get it all what's in my head, and I'm feeling a little peculiar. And so I wake in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high and I scream from top of my lungs, what's going on? And I say, hey.
So I just thought I'd go and watch the band again. It's quite a late one tonight. It's Christmas Eve tomorrow. And it looks like this is a giant cake. So all the chefs are here making a giant Christmas cake. Bloody hell, this is amazing. So today I'm in a place called Den Gambliel or something like that. It's like a historical museum, open air museum, and at Christmas it becomes like a historical Christmassy open air museum. And it's in Aarhus in Denmark. It's quite interesting. There's quite a few oldie, worldy things, but because it's Christmas Eve, the Danish celebrate Christmas Eve more so than Christmas Day. So I don't think everything's open like it should be. And also, if I was to go into Fredericia, which is where we docked, everything's closed because it's Christmas Eve. So I was going to try and go to the pub before we set sail, but I don't think that's going to happen now. So I've just got myself a Christmas beer. I've got a feeling I've tried a Christmas beer somewhere before, I just can't think where. Oh, I don't like it. It's just so sweet. It's too sweet. Don't know what the hell's in this. I don't know if I could even drink this. It's horrible. Oh, right, I cannot. I've had this beer for like 5-10 minutes now. It's barely gone down. I need to get rid of the beer. So I could just throw it in the bin. I don't like throwing plastic in bins, but I don't know if there's any recycling bins. But what I'm going to have to do is pour this away. So when no one's looking, I'm just going to have to pour it into a bush. Okay, that's a bit more of it gone. Problem is, there's so many people around, I don't want him to see me just pouring my beer away. I don't think I've ever poured a beer away like this before. Seems like such a waste. Oh God, there's loads of people here now. I think if I sort of move into this corner, maybe no one will see me, and then I can just kind of just chuck it just down here. There we go. Okay, gone. Now I just need to find a recycle bin. That was disgusting. I've just walked into this house and I've got into this room. What the hell? What has that got to do with the history of Aarhus? Giant spider. That looks a bit more normal again now. So I've decided to come into the main part of Fredericia, if that's how it's pronounced. Everything's dead, everything's closed. Irish pub behind me. I thought, great, I'm going there for a beer, but it's closed until 10 o'clock tonight. Opens at 10 o'clock till 5 a.m. So I guess that's when everyone's going to celebrate. I think most of the shops are going to be closed. I just find there was some sort of English pub nearby. It said on the internet that it was open. So I might try in there, but it's like a ghost town at the moment. Total ghost town. But I'll have a look around for a bit. Maybe at 3 o'clock I'll head back to the ship. If I can't find a pub, I'll just head back to the ship. So after a lot of searching, I found a pub. It appears to be a Danish pub. It's okay in here, it's not bad. It seems a little bit festive. I think this is the only place that's open. There may be a place further down that's also open. So I've got beer, I've got a Tuborg. I'm going to finish this and I'm going to head back to the ship because I'm not too sure what else to do. It does look like quite a nice town around here, Fredericia, but everything's closed, so there's not much I can really do. I had to walk around the streets, but it's a bit like a ghost town. So this is what they were doing last night, a cake. Well, maybe it's not a cake, I assumed it was a cake, but I don't think any of this stuff is edible. I'm sure the houses are made out of cardboard, that's what it looks like yesterday. Oh, there are some cakes there though. And maybe the white stuff, the snow, maybe that is actually icing, but I think most of this stuff is not edible. Well, I haven't been up here yet, but the Aquarius pool and bar, which is on the outer deck. So this is where they do the sail away parties. But the previous ones we haven't been able to do because the weather's been bad. But the weather's a bit better today, so there's a special party today, and I think there's going to be Father Christmas turning up.
Everybody? Yeah! So what's happening next, Sean?
Well, what we're in the middle of doing for Father Christmas is we have split the decks into half because we have got the starboard side! Yay!
Oh, that was a bit good, wasn't it?
They were a bit loud at that area. Should we try again? We have got the starboard side!
Yay! Hello.
And we have got the port side!
Oh, much better on the port side. Yes, starboard side, you've got some...
So it's Christmas Eve. It's not as cold as I thought it was going to be. We did a sail away party a bit earlier, Father Christmas turned up, and do you know what? I actually quite enjoyed it. I thought it was quite funny. So I'm out on the top deck at the moment, just walking across for a shortcut to get to the Crow's Nest Bar, where we're going to see the same trio we usually see, Misty Blue Trio I think it is, who are the best singers here.
I climb